Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Saturday, October 3rd, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. We have a lot of exciting news to go over, and in today's video, we're first going to go over how House Speaker Nancy Pelosi came out yesterday on Friday and said that President Donald Trump's positive diagnosis for the virus could change the shape of talks toward a second stimulus package for the better. Then we're going to go over how, according to Nancy Pelosi's spokesperson, Drew Hamil, Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin talked on the phone yesterday afternoon for more than an hour, and they left the meeting very optimistic about a second stimulus package. Moving on, we're going to go over specific areas that Pelosi listed in the second stimulus package where they disagree and specific areas where they agree on. And finally, we're going to go over how on Friday Nancy Pelosi said ultimately Democrats and the GOP will find middle ground and they'll get the job done, because that is ultimately what they need to do. They need to pass a second stimulus package, and she says she thinks they will definitely come to an agreement. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. It still says about 50% of you watching are not subscribed, so if you'd like to stay up to date on the second stimulus check and other finance news updates, well, then please be sure to subscribe. Also, don't forget, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $20 when you download the M1 Finance app as well. So, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Friday that President Donald Trump's positive diagnosis for the virus could change the shape of talks toward an evasive stimulus deal. The California Democrat spoke on MSNBC on Friday, and she said that this kind of changes the dynamic because here Republicans see the reality of what we have been saying all along, what the Democrats have been saying all along, which is that this is a vicious virus and how we really need more money passed, adding that she would pray for the president's safety and she doesn't wish anyone to get sick. During the past month of tug of war over how much money would be in the second stimulus bill, Pelosi has repeatedly argued that the GOP does not understand the gravity of the virus and how she has been continually urging Republicans to spend more money and increase the total price tag of what they're willing to spend. So she said that what happened with Trump may be the push Republicans needed to spend more and pass the $2.2 trillion package that she and House Democrats passed on Thursday. While she and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin are still hundreds of billions of dollars apart on a price tag during their last-ditch talks toward an aid agreement, Pelosi came out and said yesterday that she is very optimistic about striking a deal. She explained how the House took its last votes of the week yesterday on Friday before a planned October recess so lawmakers could start their election campaign trails and head home. But according to Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, he said that lawmakers could return to Washington to pass more stimulus legislation and would get a 24-hour notice before a vote would take place. Moving on, according to Pelosi's spokesperson Drew Hamil, Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin talked on the phone Friday afternoon for more than 1 hour, and they left the meeting very optimistic that they will definitely get an agreement and pass a second stimulus bill. Pelosi explained how they always have to find a path, and that is their responsibility to do so, and she believes that they will agree and pass a second stimulus package. Later in the interview, Pelosi added, "We'll find our middle ground where legislators will get the job done." And she goes on to say how yesterday's meeting over the phone was very productive and they discussed areas of disagreement, and their discussions will continue this weekend and into next week. Next up is writing to House Democrats in a letter on Friday. Pelosi said, "Our negotiations with the Trump administration continue, and I am hopeful we can reach an agreement despite significant disagreement in a couple of key areas." The speaker wrote that she expects a response from the White House very soon on these areas of disagreement as they continue to work on the text to move quickly to facilitate a bipartisan agreement and pass the bill. She listed areas of the second stimulus package where they disagree and currently debating, such as enhanced unemployment benefits. Democrats have proposed $600 per week, and Republicans and the White House have supported $400 per week. The next issue is funding for state and local governments. Democrats have offered $400 billion, higher than the $250 billion proposed by the White House. In addition to these two areas, she also cited disagreements over the child tax credit earned income tax credit, child care assistance money, and funds for virus testing and tracing. However, the one thing she said that they all agree on, both sides, both Democrats and Republicans, is that there needs to be another $1,200 stimulus check, and there needs to be an extension of the enhanced unemployment benefits. They disagree on the amount for the unemployment benefits, but those are two areas that they definitely agree the American people need more money for. Next up, despite the impasse, Pelosi took a significant step on Friday in saying the House could pass a standalone bill to send airlines and other businesses money to help cover payroll. She said that the chamber could also include funds to prevent tens of thousands of looming furloughs as part of a bipartisan plan she hopes to craft with Mnuchin later in the weekend or into next week. She said how airlines have asked for $25 billion to cover employee pay as the travel industry suffers, and she definitely wants to help them out. And finally, on Friday, Pelosi said how ultimately Democrats and the GOP don't have shared values about how to contain the virus and what to put in the second stimulus bill. She said that while they have come closer to an agreement on the overall price tag, now Republicans in the White House are at $1.6 trillion and Democrats are at $2.2 trillion. The two sides still remain divided over how much relief should be sent to states and local governments, as well as whether to shield companies and schools from lawsuits. In addition to Pelosi and Mnuchin, Mark Meadows came out yesterday morning on Friday and touted the jobs report as evidence of a swift and ongoing recovery despite a disappointing number. He told reporters that the economy continues to be robust and it's a V-shaped recovery. So anyways, that is just a quick update on what is going on with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package as of Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $20 when you download the M1 Finance app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.